Hi everyone! Happy Self-Transcendence Thursday! Yes, I am the goddess of radical self-love, and this is Mecca. Make everyone count always. We are a support network for self-love and self-care with focused attention on caregivers and care receivers. So the deal is, when our most vulnerable population, care receivers, feel supported and valued, as well as those that care for them, we all can rest assured that we will feel supported and valued as well. So we all are caregivers and care receivers, yes? We all give care and we all receive care each and every day. Some, however, rely on others' help continuously. So this is the group we're more focused on. And I'm just drawing attention to it because, like I said, when they feel supported and valued, we all can as well. So today, with Self-Transcendence Thursday, let's go ahead and start with meditations from Conversations with God. Meditation is a huge part of self-transcendence. Yeah, don't let anybody fool you. It is not an easy road to walk or roll. For all my friends who use assistance in their everyday mobility. Yeah. Yes. Falling behind. Got it. Your body, your mind, and your soul, spirit, are one. In this, you are a microcosm of me, the divine, all, the holy everything, the sum and the substance. I like that. Sounds like self-transcendence to me. So, really, our Mecca Maslow motivational map or manifestational map, care plan, if you will, as well for care receivers, is located on our Patreon, and I believe it's $1. Everybody should actually be using this grid in order to follow with the Self-Transcendence Thursday. It's laid out for you. It was designed and given to me as this grid, so we can all follow it to become master manifestors, and acquire eventually self-transcendence. Yes. So let's talk a little bit about what that is. However, I'm not going through the entire. Well, today's focus is sleep, but I will really put the most amount of effort into our blog for Patreon. So you can follow through with the vlogs that I do on there where I explain my own personal examples through each grid square. Okay? And if you don't want that and you just want this information, then so be it. Yes. So, self-transcendence. So Maslow and I worked this out together, just so you know. Higher needs emerge, and these, rather than physiological hunger, dominate the organism. When these in turn are satisfied, again new and still higher needs emerge, and so on. This is what we mean by saying that the basic human needs are organized into a hierarchy of relative prepotency. Gratification becomes as important a concept as deprivation, because the lower levels are deprivation needs, right? Gratification becomes as important a concept as deprivation. It releases the organism from the domination of relatively more physiological needs, permitting thereby the emergence of other, more social goals. Individuals whom a certain need has always been satisfied are best equipped to tolerate deprivation of that need in the future. And those who have been deprived in the past will react differently to current satisfactions than the ones who have never been deprived. So really, that's more like fear-based programming from experience, right? So if something had happened in the past, you might fear it happening again. However, there's another side to it. This is true only in the emotional sense, but the fight or flight response might be more enhanced for survival with individuals who have experienced deprivation in the past, because they've already walked through it, right? They know how to get through it. If both the physiological and safety needs are fairly well gratified, then there emerges the lower level heart needs or community and affection needs. Curiosity, exploration, desires for the facts, desires to know. The fact that they often are pursued even at great cost to the individual's safety and acceptance from others or outside influencers. I should have probably said these are more self-transcendence when I started saying curiosity. I'll read it again so you guys are on the same page. So these are really more, like I said, self-transcendence, right? Curiosity, exploration, desire for facts, desires to know, the fact that they are often pursued even at great cost to the individual's safety and acceptance from others or outside influencers. So like any of you who have been on this journey with me know that I had to walk and roll away from a lot of people and groups, and I had to decide to do things on my own. And that's really what this is talking about, that your dreams, passions, goals, desires are going to outweigh, especially if they're in the greater good of others, right? Outweigh what others think or say, no matter who it is. So if it was more at the cost of your own self, right, it might not be that important. But if you see a bigger picture involved with a larger group of people that you're helping, or even just one, I suppose, you will be more apt to, well, not worry about the cost as much, right? Even after we know, we are impelled to know more and more minutely and microscopically on one hand, and on the other, more and more extensively in the direction of world philosophy, religion, etc. We're going to go over those quick. The fact that we acquire, I don't know what's wrong with me talking today. It's okay. The fact that we acquire, if they are isolated, inevitably get theorized about and either analyzed or organized or both. This process has been phrased by some as the search for meaning, a desire to understand, to systematize, to organize, to analyze, to look for relations and meanings, synchronicities. I love synchronicities. They really help me on this journey, that's for sure. The desire to know is prepotent over the desire to understand. So I'll go over our top line, or Mecca's top line of the Mecca Motivational Manifestational Map in Self-Transcendence, right? So we know what we're at least aiming for. Realization of the interconnectedness of all things, right? The individual self is dissolved and a state of nirvana is reached. The state of oneness with the infinite universe. Duality becomes one. I am you, you are me. There can be no light without the darkness. Fully understand your value as a part of the entire whole. Self-transcendence is and should be everyone's ultimate goal. It is the highest level of contribution and true fulfillment which are possible. Pure consciousness, Sorry, I'm just having to move my map so I can read it all. Pure consciousness. See through the veil of illusion, union with all that is, the realization that all may not be as it seems. Being able to look into all situations with a view of non-judgment and acceptance without reaction. Noticing when we have judged or reacted out of fear, and forgiving ourselves as well as others or the situation itself. Letting go with love and appreciation for the newfound knowledge and wisdom. The true you. Unification of higher self with our human personality. Transcendence of our limitations, personal or linear timelines. The cosmic or divine self, infinite and universal. The connection to one's body and mind are understood as temples, not to be shamed or hidden, but nurtured and treasured as a vehicle and part of the universal oneness. You are what you think and believe. You are perfection realized into material form. You are fortunate. You are special. You are energetic. You are an energetic form of consciousness within a human body. Energy only changes forms, but does not ever dissipate completely. Divine wisdom and understanding. Dedication to selfless service comes naturally. Clarity and wisdom beyond human capability. An internal knowing or trusted guidance beyond measure. Using one's gifts and passions to support others. When one has reached self-actualization, the desire is no longer set on what one wants to possess, as in material items. Sharing economics sets in as one recognizes there is no need for competition. All needs will be provided for. What is mine is yours. The gifts and talents are utilized for the greater good. How do you feel when you have really, truly helped someone? Connection with the formless, limitless. Sacred understanding of life and energy. All life is within you, and you are within all life. You are limitless as an energetic form of consciousness within a human body. Energy only changes forms, but does not ever dissipate completely. Liberation from limiting patterns and beliefs. Open to all perceptions as reality is based upon the viewer and judgment plays no part. Triggers have disappeared and turned into mirroring lessons on self-love and understanding for transformation of the individualized self, from duality to wisdom of wholeness with all. Presence. The here and now is viewed as an exciting experiment for knowledge, wisdom, and supreme joy without judgments. There is no longer a roller coaster of emotions. So that is our self-transcendence top row of the grid, right? That's what we're aiming for here, people. And if you go through the grid, you can see that it's definitely possible. Excuse me. So the grid really is like Tetris. I mean, life definitely is like a game. Geez, I just saw this movie, Anita, last night. Is that what it was called? I really wish I had all my notes because they were like pretty profound, to be honest. I mean, I'm not just saying that. They were like really good. Let me see if I can find them quick. But they said, I got them right here. So This one's good. No one is greater than the game. Okay? A part of the whole, they didn't say this, a part of the whole cannot be greater than the whole quantified, right? Yes and no at times, because master manifesting, you realize that you are one within the whole, and the whole is within you at the same time. Always ask, what is it I'm not seeing? I love that one. That's a good one to meditate on. And you know how I say we are human beings, right? Someone is being the human, obviously. We're not just like bodies, you know, so there's someone being the human, like making us function, think, feel, all of it, right? So we're wearing skin suits. That's just what it is. So I love this one because it kind of like confirms, or we have the same kind of ideology. It's just a shell. It's not bad or good. That part is up to you. Oh yeah. You say you want a revolution. That was not part of that. But yeah. If you want a revolution for yourself, then become a master manifester on our grid. And we're always looking for more experts as well. So now let's go back down to physiological needs, right? And we've already gone through food, essential nutrients, water, hydration, and now we're on sleep. Like I said, I'll have the full version of this on the grid. So sleep, our state of consciousness, is extremely important when it comes to our natural sleep, health, and well-being, obviously. An imbalance or blockage in certain chakras could be totally sabotaging you. So when I'm talking about each one of these grid squares, we're going to align them with different chakras, chakra healing. So you can do the meditations, you can use crystals, you can use essential oils, all kinds, tapping, massage, right, to balance your chakras. So we can really go through the grid a lot faster if we're using like these special tools and techniques we've been given, right? So an imbalance or blockage in a certain chakra could be totally sabotaging you, resulting in poor, restless sleep, full-blown insomnia, or could manifest in a disease. Working on the chakras is about embracing their qualities and transcending the blockages. Because in order to get to self-transcendence, really get there, right? Not have it be fake. So we have to go through the grid squares to reach that level, or else we'll still be in deprivation needs, you know? So we'll go through them right now. So the Mulahara, that's better, is our root, right? And it relates to the security of the individual and their material possessions. So insecurities, issues create anxiety, which will always result in insomnia. So if we don't feel rooted to our security as an individual within this plane, well, through all of our different physiological needs, really. So that's what we're working on right now. So if we can get a handle on these physiological needs by balancing our root chakra, right? Our Mulahara. I said it wrong again. Mulahara. Yeah. So that's why we're doing all these meditations. So the second chakra I'm totally just going to say the sacral chakra. I'm not going through pronouncing all these. I don't care. It relates to your emotions, right? Sensuality and creativity. Really, it's our leisure planet within, right? So if we're feeling, you know, maybe down a bit, we're not really being able to play and really capture the joy of the world, the pleasures of the world, of our human existence, then we may be having issues with sleeping. The third chakra, manipura, I can say that one easy. Yeah, is the center of your internal fire, your power, courage, and self-esteem. Obviously, we can see how that could play a big part in us having issues with sleeping if we feel like we're powerless, right? And weak. Yep, our self-esteem has been damaged. It can play a big part in not being able to sleep. And the fourth chakra, vishuddha, right? No. Did I get these wrong? It's anahata, which is the heart. So vishuddha is communication. Obviously, it's my favorite. The home of love and compassion. Feelings of not being able to receive are also connected to the heart chakra. And often we are exhausted if we don't feel we can ask for help, right? And that's why we're practicing radical self-love. So our needs are as important as anyone else's. In order to give fully in the right ways, we have to be whole ourselves. A thirsty tree cannot bear fruit. And if it does, you might not want to eat it, right? Put on your mask first. That's what they tell you in the airplane. So we have to make sure that we're getting our heart needs met by ourselves first. So if we're feeling a lack from others coming in, we really need to concentrate on what we're giving ourselves so that others do not have to fulfill us, right? And when all our needs are fulfilled ourselves, then we feel comfortable and confident asking for help when we need it because we're not codependent anymore. We just are part of the collective and need help just like we all do, right? So then you won't have any guilt or shame built around it then. So the fifth chakra, I'm sorry, I'm so crazy today. The vishuddha is the center of communication and expression. So when you tell your truth and you're getting things off your chest, so this is really about your true self-communication. You're actually able to communicate your true knowing, and in that communication, receive. So it's not just about you communicating, it's about you receiving information, in a non-judgmental, non-hostile way. And also, well, creativity is both linked to, your sacral chakra and your communication chakra as well, because, well, communication, obviously communicating who you really are, right? That would be a communication chakra. So if you're feeling that you're not able to communicate who you really are, and you can sometimes understand that if you're having a problem communicating with others in general, where you feel like they're coming at you in a way that's, not making you feel safe and secure, or you feel like you always have to be on the defensive, You probably really want to work on unblocking your communication chakra so that you're able to have both communication ways. And part of that could be, creating. So, Freaky Friday, yeah. Putting some communication efforts into different ways of manifestation than only through your vocal. Yeah, or you can just start singing in the car too, that works. But as you can see, this could cause issues with sleep, right? Because if you're not communicating who you really are to the rest of the world, then you might have restless nights. And the sixth chakra, Anjuha, right? Anjuha. You see, I cannot say them. I can't help it. Yeah. Whatever. It's fine. I can't do everything perfect. Just kidding. It relates to your intuition, and it's often called the third eye, right? Listening and being congruent with your intuition is also important for personal balance. An overactive third eye an overactive third eye chakra can be disorientating. Yes. Causing much psychological and psychic distress. When this energy center is in overdrive, you may feel like you're getting lost in an endless stream of visions or being bombarded by nonsensical pieces of information. So, running thoughts, keeping you up at night, third eye. So, and the seventh chakra, the crown chakra, right? It's your spiritual connection to something bigger than yourself, and ignoring your spirituality will often take you out of equilibrium. I think really we can do a lot of, like I said, it's kind of both third eye and crown chakra together when you have these running thoughts and anxiety, especially, let's say on Sunday nights when we're all getting ready for Monday, and all of a sudden you have all this kind of anxiety, and I don't know what's wrong with me, anxiety building up, and you cannot fall asleep. So what are we going to do about it, right? All these different blockages, well, you'll find out if you come to Patreon / Goddess of Radical Self-Love, right? So there's lots of different healing techniques that we can use. And I'll go through a meditation, but I also go through my grid after or on the Patreon, so you can see like what I do to balance and what I do to kind of have like a buddy so that they can call me on my shit when I need it. It just so happens to be like the conscious queen and like really my earth angels. So yeah, you all need them too. Not the conscious queen. She's mine. Just kidding. All right, then. I'll see you in a bit for our meditation for sleep. Love you all. Have a gorgeous day. Welcome, welcome, everyone, to our self-transcendence meditation. We will be focused on our root chakra for sleep, letting go of worries. Yes. So let's begin with releasing, renewing, and expanding all of our chakras. We reach up into the universe and the divine and pull down the energy into our crown chakras, third eye chakras, throat chakras, and our heart chakras. And reach out and around and pull up all the energy Gaia has to offer into our root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, and our heart chakra where they meet as one. And again, reach out and around up into the divinity and pull in all of the knowledge and wisdom into our crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, and our heart chakra. And out and around, pull up all the energy from Gaia into our root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, and our heart chakras where they meet as one. Welcome back, everyone. Stretch it out. Give yourselves a hug. Practicing your self-care. Balancing your chakras. Letting go of fear and worry and doubt. Knowing and understanding you are always supported, valued, and loved. But you have to start first with yourself. And that's what we're doing. Yeah. Rubbing our angel wings, reaching self-transcendence, giving back to others, but starting within. From the highest heart. Thank you all so much. Have a beautiful day. Oneness.